Episode 5.
Episode 5. I actually don't remember the name of it, but so last time on episode 4, a bit of a dry episode. Just had a big media televised something happen.
We call it propaganda.
Well, it was propaganda that went wrong. It was supposed to be a big parade that led to an execution, and was instead...
It was a really sad parade, too. There's only one float. There's no flags. There's no banners. There was no candy being tossed. It was like prison.
There were no... No one was shot in the middle of the street either.
Right, yeah, I was pretty disappointed about that.
Really
I was actually really hoping that they were going to address that as a story topic. What does Sector 11 and Britannia do when there's a public execution? Didn't happen.
Just calls it Sector 11.
What is it? Number 11? 11, 12.
Oh man. All right.
13.
This is also happening. Okay.
14.
Yeah, so last time we'd kind of set up much more fully in a different level and much more intellectual level that Suzaku and Lelouch are opposites. They're not just fighting each other.
I forgot to tell you how many wheels there were. I apparently have just been scolded, so we had to start over. Not allowed to talk about anything from last episode revolving wheels, just plots.
Oh,
plot twists and plotting.
Let's briefly recap what happened in episode 4 now. Okay. So we had a big media spectacle that went horribly wrong.
Am I not allowed to talk about wheels?
No, you're not allowed to talk about wheels anymore.
Okay. Suzaku is related to a political person. The media controls the people. There's a Jewish character named Ogi. The courts are where the truth comes to life. Nope.
Nope.
Light. Truth comes to light or life. Orange is a color. The green lady's walking around. You said she's alive. That's yet to be proven. She's sneaking up on a blind girl.
It was kind of a bit of a dry episode, as we'd said, since
even the getaway wasn't that great. It was like, and spectacle over, jump off, get shot at, get stopped, get away. 1, 2, 3.
Right. It kind of mostly worked to set up what we'd previously seen in an earlier episode, that Suzaku and Lelouch are combat rivals. They're also kind of like ideological opposites in a way, too.
Yeah, they have different ideals.
I think that kind of covers everything that happened.
Yeah, 4 was it was like an appetizer for what I perceived to be episode 5.
Bon appetit.
Episode 5. Desert.
Open fire!
Tanks. Implied wheels, lots of them.
No, tanks don't have wheels. They have...
Clusters! They're supposed to be in Seraphon!
That's fair. That's fair. Can't really combat that.
Those do.
Shoddy, oversized imitation.
I really like some of the music used in this. Just like the cellos in a contrabass. Bomb, 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 bomb.
That looks like a Death Knight.
Show Cornelia! A single unit did this?
He dead.
Boom, boom, boom. Death Knight.
Another victory. Area 18 has been established.
My lady, about our next course of action.
Sorry to have you clean up after my foolish younger brother. Do you think Area 11 needs our usual treatment?
Yes, my lady.
Good. I'll drive you into the open, Zero. Clovis will be avenged.
The king has lost his crown.
The Princess and the Witch. He's coming home.
Welcome home, Lelouch.
Welcome home.
I'm so glad I was worried.
Look on his
You
face.
right out tonight, judging from your appearance.
Ooh.
Thank goodness. I thought maybe you'd got
Trying to get to that 1,000.
Yeah.
Zero.
Get that free
I tried
wish.
calling you, but you didn't answer your cell phone. I wanted to tell you Miss C2's been waiting for you as well. Your friend goes by such an unusual name, only her initials. I was just wondering, is C2 your girlfriend?
Huh?
He made a promise about our future together.
Oh, shoot.
A future together? You mean marriage?
No! No, that isn't what she was talking about. It's like, she's kidding around.
No, I'm not.
Hmm.
Well, you're certainly doing this sooner than most. But everyone's different, aren't they? So I suppose it isn't that strange. And if you feel like you're ready for...
Oh, C2, look what you've done. You're soaking wet. Come on, let's get you to the bathroom into a dry change of clothes. Nonali, stay here, and I'll clean that up in a minute.
Just tea on the floor.
Who are you?
She said my name. I'm C2.
That's not what I meant. Why aren't you?
Supposed to be dead. So, do you like the power that I gave you? Dissatisfied?
On the contrary, I'm grateful. It allows me to speed up my schedule tremendously, which is a huge help.
Your schedule?
Yes, my schedule for obliterating Britannia. I intended to do it without this power.
But you knew that he'd turn out to be a fascinating guy.
What will you do now? I'm sure the military is after you.
Not the entire military, only a small faction of it. So it shouldn't be difficult to find a hiding
Just
place.
special forces, you know.
Here.
What? You expect to stay here?
A gentleman would sleep on the floor.
Don't joke around.
My being caught would cause trouble for you too.
It's dangerous to stay together.
If I wander the streets, they'll find me.
This isn't about you. It's my situation.
I hate stubbornness.
You sure take things casually, don't you? How did you manage to survive before this? What did you do before now? And what's the deal with that so-called contract you spoke
Good
of?
night, Lelouch.
Wow.
So, what did Orange turn out to be anyway? Well?
You know, for someone who isn't willing to answer any questions, you certainly do ask a lot of them.
If you don't want to answer my questions, you don't have to, just as I don't.
There is no Orange, it's something I made up. But the more they claim to be comrades of like mind, the easier
Pizza
it is
Hut.
to divide them with the thorns
good
of
branding.
suspicion.
Everyone on Earth is looking for you. Because of you, the world is going through an upheaval. So, is this it? Is this what you wanted to see?
No, this uproar is simply a means to an end. The world is destined to descend into greater chaos.
Case number 107, Private Suzaku Kururugi, Area 11 Military Forces. In the murder of His Highness Prince Clovis, you are no longer a suspect and hereby set free due to lack of evidence.
What happened?
He's out.
I'm free.
I guess the truth has come to light.
Are you alright?
I'm sorry, I wasn't aware you were down here until I had late.
Well, don't worry. I wasn't expecting a girl to come falling out of the sky and into my arms either.
Oh my.
Huh? Is there something wrong?
The truth is, bad guys are chasing me, so considering the circumstances, could you help me, please?
She just jumped out of the building he walked out of.
Before Princess Cornelia assumes her new post.
We haven't introduced ourselves yet, have we? My name is... Yuffie.
Yuffie?
Yes.
My name's...
Don't tell me.
Took a long time to give him a name.
I already know it. You're a celebrity. Son of Prime Minister Genbu Kururugi. Private Suzaku
How does she do the
Kururugi.
thing on the tips of her hair? Lightning bolts.
You lied before. There's no one chasing you at all, right?
Looks like Akira.
Oh. Meow meow.
Main character from Akira.
Oh, does a kitty's paw hurt? Oh, meow meow.
Scratches him when he touches it. Classic.
Oh my.
We're running late.
It's a weird looking
He's
bus.
still waiting for us.
Considering the charge, did they really release him?
It's got a giant neck in the back of it.
I'm sure they put him through the 3rd degree because of that
Mech
Zero
bus.
incident. Huh? What? Why is he...
Yuffie, why did you tell me that lie when we met?
Do you ask because you're concerned about me?
Huh? Of course.
Good. Then you can accompany me some more.
all right.
Come on, it'll be fun.
Littering. Littering.
You know, being here is just like being in Britannia. I feel right at home.
Are you from the homeland?
Uh-huh. I was a student there up until last week.
Last week? So what are you doing now? By student, do you mean high school? You can go sightseeing anytime, can't you?
You ask a lot of questions.
Sorry.
Oh, no, I didn't mean it like that. You see, today
Not suspicious at all. Big brown block following two people around.
I know what kind of place it is. Suzaku, would you mind taking me to one more place, please?
Your wish is my command, milady. Where to?
Take me to Shinjuku.
Take me to the ghetto. Well then.
Lelouch, do you have a minute?
What is it?
What? Is there something wrong? Excuse me. What are you doing?
What indeed?
Good cover. Just grabbing your face.
I wish I'd never involved that damn girl.
Are you insane? You can't go walking around.
Don't act strict with me. I never leave the school grounds, so it's fine.
It's not. You can't do as you like here. You don't belong.
I don't belong anywhere. What's with her?
Oh, is she doing it again today?
Again?
She's going to be marking the wall like that every day because I used my Geass on her to make her do it.
Geass?
The name of the power I have. That's what I heard when we first made contact. So behave or I'll try it on you.
Would it work on me? Oh, relax. You and I are in this together. I won't do anything to endanger us or our unique partnership.
The Shinjuku ghetto. Ruined again.
How's this for a date idea? Let's go to the ghetto.
Man, they didn't use RG on the 11s. I figured they wouldn't.
Hey, look! Those are marks from Hummer rounds. Get a clear shot of it.
Say cheese.
This is accurate? This information about Zero?
Yes, sir. Lord Kuehl contacted me.
Get out of here, you damn Britannian bastards!
Stay here.
How dare a lowly 11 speak
Don't
like—
call me an 11! I'm Japanese! Wrong! You're nothing but a beaten dog! You racist pig!
Stop, please! No violence!
Stay out of this! You stinking Britannian lapdog!
Stop, please! Don't make me fight against my own people.
Like hell we're your people!
Come on, just let it go.
Lousy traitor.
Suzaku! Oh my, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Well, I'm not okay! Why did you wait? Damn it, some honorary citizen you are!
You should have killed him! What's a few dead 11s to a guy like you? Who do you think's taking care of you all these years anyway?
I'll not allow you to insult this man any longer, you oaf! In the short time you've had it, you've learned a lot.
My opponent is an empire that controls more than 1/3 of the entire world. There's no such thing as being too careful.
This opponent may be too large and strong to fight with only Geass for a weapon.
Is it good to be strong?
Is it bad to be weak? Back then, when I was 10, the world seemed like such a terribly sad place. A world without any hope at all.
Starvation.
Disease.
Filth. Decay.
Racism.
Constant war and terrorism.
Living in a never-ending cycle of hate.
Rats running in a wheel.
The cycle must be broken. Somebody has to do it.
They want the same thing.
How idealistic.
Of course, it's doubtful that the one who does it will make all the bad things go away.
I'm not that arrogant. And so?
No one should lose more of the people they love. At least, a world without war.
And to have this utopia, how would you do it?
It's simple. When somebody wins, the fighting will end.
Somebody?
I don't know how you would do it, but if I stop trying, then my father's death will have been in vain. My own father died because he had to sacrifice his life in that war.
Kuehl, you dirty coward!
We have to wipe away our disgrace before Princess Cornelia takes up her post here.
This is how we keep our officials honest.
It's dangerous here. Get in!
The purebloods are having a silly squabble.
Suzaku?
I'm sorry, Yuffie. We have to say goodbye here. I need to do this. I think I can stop them with the Lancelot. I have to try. I I must.
All hail Britannia! Stop it! You're all Britannian soldiers! What business does the Special Corps want here? Interlopers will die!
No! I can't stand by and ignore this senseless battle! We're on the same side!
Government dollars. Working well.
Is saving me?
We can at least kill Orange!
Lord Jeremiah!
Violetta, thanks.
Still wanna fight? You understand then?
I'm using a chaos mine.
No! Stop it now!
Everyone, lower your weapons at once! In my name, I command you! I am Euphemia Libertania of the Empire, and the third princess of the royal family.
Yuffie!
I'm assuming command here. Now fall back!
We're truly sorry, Your Highness!
My lady!
I had no idea who
Almost
you were.
killed her,
Please
too.
forgive me, Princess.
Almost.
Suzaku, you and I bear similar deep pain. You have lost your father as I have lost my brother. Will you let me help you in your quest to ensure that no one ever again has to suffer the loss of a loved one on the battlefield?
I heard what you did, Euphemia. You shouldn't be so reckless.
I know, sister. Forgive me. But
You will address me as Viceroy here. Because we're sisters, we need to follow a stricter protocol.
yes, I understand.
Now then, give me your report.
Yes. My lady, the first order of business is a welcome party we've arranged for your highness.
Sloppy, senile, corrupt.
Where is Zero? I want the enemy of the Empire caught! Get Zero! I'll be joining the student body here at Ashford Academy beginning today. My name is Suzaku Kururugi. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Anime cliffhangers.
I think the best cliffhangers I've ever seen in an anime are Sekirei and Sekirei 2.
I've not watched that.
It's here's how I'm going to give you a broad stroke overview of what the show is in particular.
Okay.
It's basically Pokemon with humans who are not humans, where the way that you capture a human is by swapping spit with them. Yeah, I watched both seasons.
Okay.
But the humans that you capture, which are like special power, like superhero kind of humans, they are then bound to you as a owner.
It sounds like vampires and ghouls, only you don't turn them into undead things. And instead of blood, it's spit.
I don't know what vampires and ghouls is, but yeah, it's basically Pokemon with superhuman people that the way that you capture them is to swap spit with them. And the main the main character is a, high schoolish boy who's scared of women, and most of the characters are women. And then there's one non-binary character who's kind of between phases of either physiological gender that he also captures. But each of them has a special power. But that show was like 22 minutes flat. And so the openers were really action-packed, and the closers were really action-packed, and the middle was really boring.
I love anime.
We could watch that. I haven't seen it in years. I don't really remember it, but that would definitely have some commentary to it.
Oh, Jesus.
Amen. Jesus. Lord help us. Not Catholic.
Oh, the princess and the witch. Which one's the princess and which one's the witch in that title?
Probably me on both.
Yes. Well, both are actually princesses, but Euphemia is probably the princess and Cornelia is probably the witch.
Right. Purple
or maybe the witch is the green-haired lady. C2.
Could be. So my guess was that there were 17 wheels. There was not. There was only 8 that I counted. Not as much battle. More battle than last episode.
Yeah, but we started off with explosions. There was not explosions, but fighting.
And introducing more female characters, which more strong female characters, which is good. We don't know much more about them except for they are warrior-esque, some of them.
Cornelia is definitely...
Is she the purple chick?
She's the one that has the darker purple hair, yeah.
With the purple lipstick?
Yes, yep.
She was in the battle at the beginning?
Yep. She's the viceroy taking over for Clovis's death.
Which means she's probably... second?
Yep, she's the second princess. Euphemia's the third. And yeah, Cornelia's kind of got this always on the front lines of the fight general type of thing.
Sure. She looked like a Death Knight. Do you know what Death Knight is? Yeah, in D&D.
Yeah.
She looked like a Death Knight with the way that they had her positioned with her mech.
And the flames going all around it.
Yep. Yep.
So they turned...
Don't make deals with Death Knights.
They turned some...
Don't do
ambiguous Middle Eastern country into Area 18.
Yes. I also had an epiphany.
What's that?
About Ogi.
Ogi.
So the reason...
We didn't see him at all this episode, did we?
We saw him like one time.
Okay.
Maybe.
I don't think
Actually,
we did.
I don't think we did. But I had an epiphany on why they made him a Jewish character. Because in World War II, the Jews were reduced to numbers. And the 11s have been reduced to a number. So I had
parallelism.
I had this epiphany that he's Jewish because the Jews were tattooed and they were given a number. And it's relatable because Jews were basically seen as lower life forms and slaves, but less than that because they weren't even given labor to do. They were just genocide.
But even if he isn't Jewish, there's still a symbolism there.
Right.
So,
but he is Jewish.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
He's the only character that's got a semi-ambiguous afro of some sort.
And not weird colored hair. Weird, normal colored hair. So the woman who jumped from a window.
Yuffie.
Yep. What did she think was going to happen if he didn't catch her? Like, first off, how do you know he's strong enough? And secondly, what if he doesn't catch you? We didn't get to see how high up she jumped from, but even 2 stories, if you don't know how to land properly, you break in a leg or 2.
So, I'm guessing, my guess is that she was actually lying, because she was kind of lying a little bit that whole time she was walking around with Suzaku. I mean...
A little bit?
Yeah, a little bit. A little bit lying.
A little bit?
A little bit. Like, she was, I think that she jumped down onto Suzaku, knowing it was Suzaku because she knew who he was, and did that purposefully, while at the same time wanting to get away from all of the staunch, rich, nobility, security stuff and get out for a little bit.
Yeah.
But
take a stroll on the town.
Yeah. Just like, hey, take me to the ghetto, which, I mean, it makes sense and says who she is, knowing now who we now know. Words. We know who she is.
The third princess of the royal family. Related to the Death Knight lady.
And wanting to see firsthand the remains and the ruins of the ghetto that the giant fight in episode 2 happened in. I mean, that kind of says something about her.
She also has the same ideals, at least partially, as Suzaku. Because she said so in the episode. Also, that means she has the same ideals as... Number 1.
Lelouch.
I'm going to call him number 1.
Number 1? Yeah.
Or 0.
It's something that you see happen in anime where they have frequently, which it's one of the things that I think is, it's both like over the top, but also works, is where you have them both like saying alternate lines.
Yeah. Which is nice.
Yeah. It shows that what's interesting is they both want the same thing. Lelouch has an answer. when the fighting, all of these bad things will stop when somebody wins. And obviously that somebody's going to be him. Whereas Suzaku is just like, yeah, I don't have an answer. This is bad. I don't know how to fix it, though.
Interesting. Lawful good has no answers. Chaotic neutral does. Interesting. What will play out? I don't know. 1,000 Cranes comment.
Yep.
Thought that was good. Classic. I want to say archetypal Japanese. Not, is it mythos? Would it be mythos or just culture?
It's more of like a superstition, sort of.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call it, because I wouldn't say the Japanese are superstitious, but that's the kind of what I would say they're
just a little stitious.
Yeah. That took me a moment.
I'm the funniest person I know. I know a lot of people.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
on one of those facts? Or both. It's dangerous to stay together, climbs on the bed. So, Lelouch, there's this perceivably beautiful girl who
derobes.
Disrobes. And we don't know.
She doffs her garments.
That's a good term. She disrobes, and they don't let us see that she's wearing anything, and so the implication is that she's nude.
For a brief moment, when she turns over in the bed, when we're looking over her shoulder, kind of at Lelouch, we see a bare shoulder for a moment under the sheet as she rolls over.
Right. So the implication is she's nude, and got nude in front of Lelouch, which is interesting. And he says it's dangerous to stay together, and then climbs on the bed. Well, at this point, I'm not sure what's going to happen next, and I'm thinking that Kristopher has turned on an adult anime that he's desired to watch with me.
It's one of those documentaries that you watch at 3 a.m.
It's not a documentary at all. This is not the Discovery Channel.
This brings up one of those
the anteaters and how they mate.
This just brings up one of those memories of a friend of mine from university, whose name I'll leave out his name for the moment.
Great. It's probably because I know this person.
I don't think you've met, but I'll leave his. I don't think either of you have
got him.
I don't think either of you have met. No,
you don't know that.
I don't. You might have. You know everybody. You might not have met, but
647-667.
What was that? Oedeo Shigoto. For some reason, we watched. The internet, well, no. For some reason, the two of us watched I might be getting the name wrong. I think it was Oego de Shigoto or something like that. We decided to watch that in the middle of his apartment living room while his roommates were around.
Can you inform me as to what that is?
It is a show. It is a small 2-episode OVA about a high schooler that gets kind of dragged in to be a voice actress for hentai games. And it was just like,
sometimes I shouldn't ask questions.
Our friendship went to that level. We basically just watched that, and it was really awkward. It was awkward that he was also in the room. It was awkward that his roommates were walking through the room. It was just really awkward.
I'm gonna put a line in the concrete on this one. I want our friendship to never get to that level ever.
We will never react. We will never react to hentai on this. Confirmed. Putting that line in the sand. We will not.
No, it's not in the sand. Nope. Sand can be washed away by the waves.
Okay,
it's in the concrete.
We are drilling that in the concrete with something that can drill in the concrete.
Not.
Yeah.
God, help me.
Yeah. So Lelouch, back to Code Geass. Lelouch has an answer for how the world will change. It will change under his tyrannical rule, basically, is what he's saying.
Well, he's not a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
No. One thing, in regards to Orange being a throwaway line, and they, Lord Kuold said to Jeremiah, "This is how we keep our officials honest, by killing them," basically. This is like, we're gonna kill you before Cornelia takes command, and we'll just say, "Oh, you died in battle." So, your family can still,
live on
and not be disgraced, just you.
So, the Green Lady, C2. Now, is it CC? Or is it C number 2?
So the credits and the Japanese subtitles I'd originally seen were CC, but the Japanese say things weird sometimes, like Galaxy Express 999, for example. They say, oh, that's the 39, which is actually just 999. They say 39, so it's weird. So in this, it is CC, but in Japanese they say Shitsu for C2. So it's kind of one of those, it's weird.
Language things. Got it.
So instead of, they opted to say it the same way they said it in Japanese and say C2.
That's fine.
But the initials are CC.
So, I like the way that she words it. Promised about our future together. It definitely sounds like betrothal or some sort of partnership. And then the scene that follows it is the one where it's dangerous to stay together. Woo! Jumps in the bed.
She don't give a. She don't care.
She. Yep.
She does not care.
Yeah. Are we censoring the show now? Okay.
Well, in any case,
Honey Badger.
She does not care. She's just not. She doesn't care at all.
She gave him power. We know nothing about her outside of the fact that she is still functioning with her limbs and her voice and her mind.
I didn't say this earlier, but when
she
you
is
were
a
laughing,
unique partnership.
you were laughing throughout that scene. My entire thought, my assumption of your laughing was, I was thinking like, she kind of reminds me, that kind of just like straightforward, not arrogance, but just is like no shits given type of attitude. It kind of reminded me of you a little bit of just like,
wow,
I'm just gonna do what I want, and you're gonna live with it. He's gonna do what he wants, and you're gonna have to live with it.
I think that was the show ending.
I think I could just leave it at that. No shit's given. Until next time.